You ain't heard from him.
No.
Do you want to know why you ain't heard from him? Because I'm Jordan. Stupid bitch.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Hi.
How you doing? Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
Hey, Nelly. You okay? No.
All right, so I know you know what's been going on with Infinity and Dave. This morning I got a phone call from a girl named Cabria.
Okay.
And she said she didn't like that Ray took the rap for something he didn't do, and that we should talk to you.
Cabria called and said that?
Yeah.
You can't be mad at me, okay? Okay? I'm listening. Ray told me that it was him. And he told me not to tell you, so I didn't. But, like,
That's it?
That's not it. That's not it.
There's more. It's gonna be like ripping off a Band-Aid, so don't do it a little bit at a time.
Oh my goodness.
Come on. There's more.
So it wasn't Ray. It's been me.
You have been Dave this whole time.
Yep. Infinity, you did it to me.
Really? When did I ever do anything like that to you?
You gave that boy my number in high school, and you thought it was so funny.
Even if so, that was like, man, that was years ago.
Yeah, and then I got you back.
Well, hold on a second. You did it as a joke?
Yeah, I thought it was funny at first, and then it just went on.
So in high school, she gave your number to a boy that liked her as a joke.
Yeah, and then it wasn't a joke because he was like obsessed.
But that ended,
Yep.
right? And you knew that she had done that, and you guys had talked about it, and it was resolved to some extent?
To some extent.
But you felt like she had kind of burned you.
I didn't think she like did anything mean. I thought it was funny.
She had kind of pranked you, and now you wanted to prank her back.
Yep, and then it just went a little too far.
This is not funny.
And Ray,
I just asked him because I didn't want to ruin the friendship.
you asked him what?
To take the fall.
Do you have any romantic feelings towards Infinity? Like, would you
Yeah.
want to date her?
I wouldn't want to date, but I mean, I love her.
I know, but do you love her as a friend, or do you love her like Dave loved her?
I don't love her like Dave loved her.
You took it too far.
Way too far.
And what about the pic?
Most of the stuff was just so she would be like, I can't do this anymore. Not showing up, not responding sometimes, disappearing.
But the whole point of Dave was that you would come forward and be like, ha ha ha, isn't that funny? I was Dave. Like,
But I was like waiting for like something to happen. She like come to me and tell me about him to be like, oh, that's me. But that never happened until it was like too late.
You could have just told me.
I think you should laugh about it.
well, you might have thought this was funny at the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, okay, but she took it too far. Like, she did too much.
It's hard to even sit here and listen to you guys talk about it. It's so juvenile and immature. The whole thing. You had just kind of like exploited her for a while to get a laugh, which is up and
Exactly.
mean. I'm having flashbacks to like middle school right now. Car's coming. Here we go, here we go.
Oh.
Whoa. coming in hot.
Oh. That's Veronica. So that must be Candy.
What the f is this? What is this?
All right. Drop the
Please, calm down, please.
You know why we're here. You know why you're here. Stop looking over there. Start looking over here. Okay?
What's your name?
Candy?
Candy. Is that your name?
Yes.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, Candy, I'm Max.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
Do you know who this is? If I'm wrong, I'll apologize, but I think you've been talking to him for a few years and sending him pictures of a different girl and telling him you live in Vegas and that you guys are gonna be together and then asking him for some money, and he thought he was dating this girl and he wasn't, right?
Yes. I'm sorry. Okay, I
Look, this isn't about you, okay? We're here to help him.
I think you owe Travis some answers.
Why for 2 years? Like, pretty much played me like this.
I'm sorry. Like, I honestly don't know what to say.
Veronica, she's under the impression that you've been talking to other guys as a catfish for a while. Is that true?
Yes.
So you've been talking to multiple guys the last 5, 6 years as this candy red person, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're not scamming lots of guys pretending to be this girl, are you?
No.
So is it true that you asked Travis for help paying bills?
I did one time.
Okay.
On paper, it looks like you might be asking other people for money too.
I haven't asked anyone else. I was kind of in a bind at the time. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I said if I could borrow it, then I would pay him back.
And that's a lot to ask of someone that you've been lying to for a long time.
2 years, you build a relationship with me. I pour my emotions out to you. I'll let you know how I feel, what's going on with my family, and the fact that you build all this on bullshit. I put my life on pause for you. It's not cool at all.
I mean, look, we already gave him a lot of today because he should know better. But more importantly, what he needs to know is, was he just pouring his heart out for someone who really doesn't care?
But I really do care. I wasn't trying to get money out of him. Like, I really like Travis. Like, I feel some type of way about myself.
How do we know you're telling the truth?
I can't do this for the rest of my life. It's up. I can't, but I do have feelings for him.
Why are you doing this? You're...
It's stupid, like.
Keep talking, you gotta stay. Veronica?
I just can't watch her do that. I can't watch her do that.
Do what, lie?
She just said, I up. I cannot watch her sit here just saying, I up.
We're gonna hopefully get her
You
to...
know what you did.
Right.
You're hurting people, and you keep doing it, and you're just saying, oh, I up. I'm gonna change. No, you're not.
Who's this guy?
I swear, no, dude. It's not. It's Zoey. I've seen that guy before, so I hope.
You've seen him before?
I've seen him before. I better not be him.
Where have you seen that guy before?
Just like living in LA.
No. Seriously?
I swear, it better not be that guy. Don't come over here, dude.
It looks like he's coming over here. He's walking back this direction.
My life, bro. I swear. Y'all are kidding, bro.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, bro.
What's your name?
Dude.
William.
Hi.
Hi, name.
Bro.
Hi, I'm Tallulah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Nah,
you.
bro.
So...
I knew it was some bull. This is beyond
But
me,
hold on,
bro.
wait, let's just get an explanation. So what What's going on?
I saw him a few times on, like, around town, slut walk a few times in some Amber Rose events.
Okay, so you have some mutual social circles.
Seen him a few times. And I was like, you know, I thought he was a really hot guy, and he's posting all these photos of his, like, ass on Instagram and Tumblr and whatever. And I was with my friend Safari, and we were on social media drunk, and she was like, you should totally DM him. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I couldn't do such a thing. Like, I don't think he's gay. She's like, well, just look at how he's posting his photos on Instagram. He's got an OnlyFans page that he uses to, you know, target the gay community.
Wait a second, OnlyFans, what's that?
Dallas is always posting his nudes. You can subscribe to his stuff. And
People subscribe, and he'll post special content. Do you have subscribers?
yeah. And Safari said, like, why don't I just give him my number, and then it's really your number.
Who was he texting with?
Me,
But then why approach him as a woman?
I feel like girls can make a guy feel comfortable. Like, let's say a threesome or a foursome, you know, I could have been that fourth person in his threesome.
That's weird, bro. I'm sorry.
So you asked about a threesome. He even said he would be down. Then you suggested the roommate, not you.
But he was okay with that.
Why not suggest yourself or then say, okay, Safari, let's go meet up? Like, why not see if it actually could happen?
We were gonna do that. And then Catfish came out of nowhere.
Okay, so the plan was
to eventually get to that, because these guys are so, like, these guys are so,
Me, bro.
most of his fans are gay.
But that ain't got nothing to do with what I like.
kind of feels like you're trying to blame him for the fact that you lied
No,
and
and it's
pretended to
not
be someone.
lying. I'm not pretending to be someone.
You've been pretending to be Safari for 2 months.
You a catfish, bro.
No.
This is some.
Wait a second,
no,
but
no,
you,
no,
but
no,
surely,
no.
wait, but surely you understand that it still feels like you don't think you did anything wrong.
I didn't do anything maliciously. I wasn't asking for money.
That's true.
So if I wasn't doing none of those things, I don't feel like, in a sense, if I was doing any harm. We didn't mean for someone to call Catfish.
Just ask me, be like, bro, you gave to get down. I'd be like, no. It would have ended right there.
Dallas, calm down.
Bro,
like,
I'm sorry.
If
You
you're not
understand why
He's
you're
allowed
gay.
to have his feelings.
I
You have
understand
to,
that he's
like,
okay
you
to have that
know.
feeling, but if he's not
Weird,
gay,
'cause, like,
then why
like,
do
you
you
was
sell
like,
to the
dude,
community
I
and make
was
money
just
off
like
the
a-
community?
But I think that's a really unfair argument because I think that then you're making
Okay.
a decision for him. I think that you
Okay.
could kind of say that, like, you know, if
Well, it could
some
go both ways,
girls
hon.
dress
You're in
a certain
LA.
way, then that means something about them.
I think it's fair to say that it would be easy to interpret his social media presence as someone who
thinks
might
he's so
be
into his-
bisexual or whatever.
Yes,
okay.
of course.
I still don't think that makes it okay, though.
We were going to go to find out where Dallas lives, arrange a date, and to talk to him about the situation, get him comfortable.
Okay. But he wanted to
who-
meet up so bad. Why not meet up all these
I already
months?
knew you mutually. You should just been like, yo, let's
Because
hang
I
out,
wanted to
like-
do it with Safari, but she was always gone.
So she's just not in LA all.
I
So
don't
the
want to do
plan
it by
was-
myself. We were supposed to all hang
Okay.
out and talk. She's going to introduce me
Right.
as her friend.
Right. And then
he's
from
gonna be
there,
like, and then from there, she would have faded off away eventually, and then me and him would have got on a personal relationship. Who knows what if it happened? But now we have.
Not that.
Dallas, come on.
yeah, this has got to be her.
Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Neve.
Hi.
Of course, you know CJ. But we don't know who you are.
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Okay, nice to finally meet you. Do you want to explain what's going on here?
I don't even know where to start.
What's your deal? I mean, what of Shayna is true? What's not true? Who are you?
I think Shayna, as a general person, that's really who I am.
Yeah, maybe the
But-
personality.
Yeah.
I got a question. So this whole time you was in Syracuse?
Yeah.
Why did you tell me that you live in New Jersey?
I made up like New Jersey and other places I lived to try to like get away from the situation because I felt bad.
How did you keep it for like 8 years? Like,
Just didn't tell anybody.
So if you never had any intentions on meeting him, what was the point of all of this?
I honestly, I don't know. I had a lot of, when I made the Facebook, I was in a situation, was trying to catch the person I was with cheating. So I made the Facebook. to do that. That's how I ended up talking to CJ.
How did you get all those pictures, though?
Some girl that was friends with my son on Facebook.
Oh, how many kids do you have?
5.
Wow.
Do you really have a daughter?
I do. I call her.
Was she really sick and stuff?
No.
So you set up a GoFundMe page for a daughter with fake
did.
cancer. That's seriously sick. Were you?
I think I was trying to cover the lie that I had told him. I didn't have like, it wasn't, oh, well, I'm just gonna rob people of their money. It was another lie to cover another lie to cover another lie.
Who was Destiny?
Me.
Are you serious? Why did you tell me that you died?
I really just wanted to be done with the situation. I didn't want to keep lying, but then I felt bad because you were really hurt over.
But then you started talking to other people as Destiny. And obviously continued talking as Shayna too, because we reached out to a handful of people on Shayna's Facebook page, and most of them have very similar stories to CJ.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd done it to one person, you maybe could say you felt bad. But to see that you've been doing it to, I don't even know how many. I mean, do you even know how many people you've talked to as her?
No, most of them, minus CJ, was more or less to just keep that image going so that people wouldn't think that it was a fake Facebook. I never took those conversations seriously. It wasn't.
Well, they did take it seriously. I understand the original reason for making the Shayna profile was something else. But when you met CJ, was it just for fun to talk to him, or did you?
I really cared about, I really started having feelings for him.
Right, but he was 17, and you're not in your 20s. No offense. How old are you?
38.
Wow. So, okay, you were 30 when you met him.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it.
But you knew he was 17 when you met him.
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up. Like, it's one thing to mess with people your own age, but like, to mess with a kid for 8 years of his young adult life?
I don't know, I'm just hurt about it, cause...
I wasn't trying to hurt you.
That's not true. He had girlfriends that you with.
Yeah, when I was in a relationship and stuff, and you sabotaged some of my relationships, and you was in a relationship with other people too. Some of them.
You never texted or messaged any of the girls he was dating?
I don't remember that.
Are you serious? That's crazy. I gotta go for a second.
Why don't I do it for
you good? After everything we've been through, 8 years, I didn't think it was gonna be like this. It's 8 years worth of lies. I'm hurt, honestly.
I'm feeling your anxiety.
There's a bell here. But this is his house? This is nice.
I don't know.
I could settle with this.
Is anybody there?
Hello?
The lights are not on.
I don't know if there's anyone in here.
Can't tell.
Doorbell works. I don't know. What do you think? Why don't we regroup over by the car, figure out what we want to do? We could just pick a random spot and go and hope that we hear from him, or we could go to the Starbucks because we know at least that he tends to go there.
Uh-huh.
What's this? What?
Hi.
Ew, what the
Who is this?
Hi, I'm Joey. How are you?
Oh, your name is Joey.
No, I'm Mikey.
Oh, you're Mikey.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh my God. That's so sad.
Hi, Jane.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Wait, you know each other?
We used to be best friends back in the day.
So hold on a second. What was the whole point
I
of this?
wanted to break his heart. I got mine broken.
He had this notion out of nowhere that I slept with his now ex-boyfriend.
Out of nowhere, even though I witnessed it, with my 2 eyes in person.
Your boyfriend's trying to get with me. You're obsessed with me. You need to stop.
First of all, put your hand down. It's
No,
not
because
that serious.
I don't want to look at you.
So don't
Next
look
time,
at
do your
me. The
makeup,
other way. There's plenty of space in the world.
This is a reality show, not a horror show.
I can't stand you.
I can't stand looking at you.
So
oh my
don't.
God. Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Like, don't.
Oh God.
Okay, time out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mikey, you and Mike had been pretty good friends, and at some point in your past, you had a boyfriend, and you're pretty sure that that boyfriend slept or hooked up.
I witnessed it, but he's gonna deny it till the end, whatever.
Did you
That's his
No,
make out with?
I never did. He wanted to get with me.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't want any part of it. He groped me, and that was it. I had no part of it, not wanting to do anything to do with it.
So
And then what happened after that? You left, or?
I didn't leave the party, of course not. But like,
Did it go any farther?
I didn't go any farther with him. No.
But how long ago was this that something happened?
It was like winter.
Is that when Joey started? Winter? When did Joey start?
March.
So your relationship ended because of what happened at that party?
Yeah.
And then you found him on Grindr and broke his heart as a sort of revenge.
Yeah.
So who's Joey? Whose picture is that?
Some random guy
Yeah.
that I found on Instagram. I don't even know him.
Okay.
I don't know, I think it's a sad story. You went 5 months talking to me and it got you nowhere. I'm still living my best life ever in California. You're still
Are
here.
you really though?
I
Is
am.
living your best life living off of sugar daddies?
I really don't think it's fair for you to be judging him right now. You just
you kind
took 5 months of his life and kind
Really?
of upended it.
He took my relationship and ended it, so...
Even
like,
if I did get with your boyfriend, it wouldn't matter because I would have done it much better than you anyway. I'm going to beat you at everything you ever do for your entire life. You will always be uglier, older, disgusting.
Okay. You're like covered in like Cheeto dust. Whatever.
Well, it's 2:30.
You ain't heard from him.
No.
You wanna know why you ain't heard from him? Cause I'm Jordan. Stupid bitch.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't understand. So you made the profile. It's been you the whole time.
Yep.
Why would you do this for this long?
It don't matter how long I've been doing it. You had it coming.
What did she have coming?
This girl been stealing dudes from me for years. How does it feel? Cause it don't feel good, right? It don't feel good.
What is this?
So you created the profile.
Yes, I did.
To match with her because you knew she was on Tinder.
I was eventually gonna tell her, but she wanted to meet Jordan, so here I am.
What are these guys that you stole? Is that true or?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't? Use your brain. You don't know? You stole 3 dudes from me, Angel?
I didn't steal anybody from you.
Roy, Troy, and Chris.
What?
I guess this would have been like years ago.
Yes.
There were some guys that you started talking to. Relationships, or these were guys that you
I wasn't in a relationship,
So you would-
but we were talking, in the midst of talking. These are people that could have been potential for me. Oh, I'm drunk. I was sitting on his lap. That you don't do. Once we was at a party, she magically appeared on his lap. It didn't feel good.
I don't think it's that unusual for someone who's 18, 19 to sit on a guy's lap. Like, that stuff is, you're young.
Let's put it like
right?
this, that I don't do.
And that's not cool, and
That's
you're
I don't do.
But now the that you have done is, like, pretend to be your best friend's
I
boyfriend.
could be dumb, she could be dumb too.
Okay, first of all, they tried to talk to me.
Okay,
It's not
just like
I
you
tried
said, it's
to-
the girl code. You don't do like that.
Can you just
When
stop
I
acting
did that?
stupid?
How am I being stupid? What
Bitch, you better get-
boyfriend?
oh my God.
Hold
I
on,
swear I
hold
will
on,
knock
hold
you
on.
the out of you and get on my face.
Do it. You're
Hold
not
on.
nothing. You a dumbass for talking to
All
some
right,
stupid ass
all right.
dude on the internet.
Why
I
don't
will
we
lay
just-
you out. You gonna lay me out. I want you to do it right now.
Hey, no one's laying
I want you to
anyone
do it
out.
right
Stop,
now.
you guys.
Look, Laura, why don't you go over there with Angel?
I'm
okay?
ready to go. I'm ready. I'm done
Stupid.
talking to her. Who gonna take me home, Nee?
Someone can take you
I'm
home.
ready to go. I'm done with this, man.
This doesn't make any sense.
So you don't remember
Why you-
Troy or Roy or Chris?
I don't remember their names, but I do remember sitting on some guy's lap.
And she got mad.
Yeah, but they tried to talk to me. I wasn't trying to talk to them like that. So,
However many years ago, and however small it was, it looks like it really hurt her more than you realize. I mean, is it okay for her to pretend to be your boyfriend? That's insane.
no, that's why I don't feel bad. I
But at
just
the
don't
same
feel bad.
time, this is gonna sound kind of up, but you got all the attention. Probably years of playing second fiddle to you. I mean, that probably sucks. Maybe she was jealous of your relationship with Brandon.
She feel like she can try to get every dude because of your looks.
I hear you, I hear you.
And all of a sudden, they're texting her. And then I get pushed to the curb. That's how it always is. Every time we go out, it's like guy after guy is always after her. And then I find a little bit of somebody. And then you take it away.
Right.
You did it 3 times. Yes, it was not right for me to fake, to date her. And I'm sorry. Y'all came out here to help
That's
her.
all right.
But I had to get it out.
Are we being stood up again?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Oh. Hi. Hey. It's him.
It is Rayquan. I cannot.
What's up? Neve.
Rayquan.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I think you know who this is.
Okay.
Truth.
So,
Rayquan.
do you not want to hug me? Like, I'm confused.
I'm confused too.
Why are you confused?
I feel like a little bit betrayed because you went to the extreme and just did all this. You got people like calling people I know, asking about me.
Because like, you don't never answer the FaceTime.
Okay.
You blocked me. Why am I blocked?
You were doing a little bit too much for me.
What did I do? What's the problem?
Yeah, well, I feel like we're missing something.
What did you come here for? Are we talking? Are we together? What's going on?
I never said we was together. When did I say that to you?
Are you kidding me?
You're Rayquan.
Yes.
And that Instagram account?
Yes,
that's
mine.
Okay, that's you, okay.
Yeah.
And it's been you talking to him this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
And only you?
Just me, yeah.
No one else is involved in this, Kevon? It has nothing to do with it?
So who's all these other people then?
Well, no, so we were wrong. The good news is it was him the whole time. So then the real question then, for me, was like, we got the impression from Truth that you guys were interested in each other and that there was some chemistry and that you were hopeful that you'd meet up and see what happened. So it's strange to me that this would be an inconvenience when in fact it feels like something you guys might have wanted to have done.
I mean, if it was something I wouldn't want it done, I would have had it done. I flirted with him, but as far as a relationship, we never talked about no relationship.
The last 6 months for you has
It's just been somebody to talk to, a friend.
So you don't think that anything you said over the last 6 months gave him the impression that you were interested in him in a meaningful way?
If flirting gets you in a relationship, I'll be in about a whole bunch right now.
Have you had feelings for him?
Yeah, he was a cool person to talk to. He still is a cool person
So
to
if
talk
I'm a
to.
cool person, why we couldn't FaceTime? Does your phone working?
Yeah, my phone, it works.
So if your phone working, why you never couldn't answer FaceTime? Answer that.
Because I didn't want to.
Why did you waste 6 months of my life?
You wasted your own 6 months. Nobody said that we were in a relationship. You did that.
Are you dumb?
No, are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
No,
like,
are
you're
you
stupid? Like, really? Like, what was the point of you coming if you're gonna act like
Because
this?
y'all were gonna keep calling and texting everybody asking, so I came out here. That's why.
This a nut. I can't.
You guys talk for a second. This is Zeke, by the way. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to meet.
Nice to meet you.
I'm just gonna check. I'll be right back.
Like, why'd y'all bring me here if y'all know he was gonna act like this?
I didn't know it was gonna be him.
What the
I don't get it.
Him?
I never said we was in a relationship. Never said that. And then you going around asking people, having people call my phone. Oh, it's Catfish, you going to Catfish? Deari, you trying to get in contact with me? That's embarrassing as hell.
Well, I can understand your
Is
frustration.
I'm frustrated because I've been in like an on and off getting relationship. That's why I never said anything sexual to him. I never said, oh, you're my boyfriend, let's be boyfriends, because I wouldn't want to bring nobody in there.
I don't know. I feel like he's not telling us the whole story. It sounds to me like he might have a boyfriend.
I need to ask some more questions.
Sure.
What's Kevon got to do with this?
What do you mean?
He got something to do with it. Didn't he call you or y'all was texting?
Well,
y'all DM'd or something?
We
and
DM'd.
then who's Diedrich?
A friend of mine, real close friend of mine.
I think that y'all all clout
They
chasers.
are. What?
They're clout chasers. Because they ain't more lit than me. I'm just about to say that. They ain't more lit. They ain't me.
They are, though. Worry about nobody else. Worry about
lit.
yourself.
I'm
Worry about
lit.
yourself.
Like, I can walk down the street. They want me.
So if you so lit, why you gotta go to Catfish and stuff like that? Go get you somebody else since you're so lit.
I'm
Remy,
very
chill
lit.
out.
I'm very
Get
lit.
beside yourself.
Who's
Chill
gonna
out.
chill me out? I'm standing right here. You got a boyfriend?
Yeah, on and off boyfriend.
So why you talking to me? You got an on and off boyfriend?
Every time we chatted, me and my boyfriend wasn't together. Like I said, on and off. When I disconnected from you, we were together. I respect you that much.
You don't respect me that much.
Well, he said they were on and off, but both of you deceived each other.
I ain't deceived nobody. I don't know what you're talking about.
He told you he had a relationship. You were in a relationship.
You over here trying to like be extra.
I'm not trying to be extra.
Because why are you going this way?
The only way for y'all to clear the air is to be 100%.
And the thing about that is, that's funny to me. I'm not upset about that. Kudos to you.
Is your boyfriend in the house?
No.
I will go in your Airbnb and sit down.
He just walking in people's houses.
You see, this is the type of crazy like nobody got the time
But
to
you can
deal with
understand
that.
why he's upset, can't
I
you?
can't.
Get this mic off of me. Get this off of me. Okay, well, I did it. I'm here. So now what?
Hey! What's up? So yeah, so look, we just read your email. We would just love to hear the whole story in your words.
Anna hit me up about 2 months ago. I have no idea how she found me. And she's like, oh, I'm just looking to make friends. I was suspicious. So I questioned her a little bit because I'm not cool with people stealing people's profiles. I've had my friend's mom's identity stolen when she passed away from cancer, and she was used on Facebook in various situations. So like, I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't doing that. She said she wasn't, and she just kind of made a joke out of it, and I thought it was actually pretty funny. So we just started talking.
So tell us about Anna. What's her deal?
She's a 22-year-old Filipino. She lives in Las Vegas, Nevada.
She's super hot.
Well, she's hella cute, but that's not my full-on interest. She makes me laugh. She's intelligent. There is something about her. She's witty, funny. I think she's a hard worker. And also, we have like a love of dancing together. I found that she was, creative, just normal. And I think normal is pretty freaking awesome.
She lives in Vegas now, but she grew up in the Philippines?
Yes.
What does she do?
She says she's a data analyst, something to deal with like managing data.
Would you say that you talk pretty much every day?
Every day, every other day, for sure.
But you guys have never talked on the phone?
No, a month in, I had asked for a phone number, right? And ended up calling it, and ended up went to some dude's voicemail. And so I was like, hey, why did you give me the wrong phone number? She's like, oh, I had my boss's phone number copy and pasted. I didn't mean to do that, and then gave me a second phone number. I tried texting it, and then no reply.
So weird.
Yeah, it was super weird. That's why I was like, what's going on here?
Shady. So we know she has a Facebook page, but what about, hard to find a cute 22-year-old who lives in Las Vegas that doesn't also have an Instagram and a Snapchat and a TikTok and a Twitter. Like, what about all that stuff?
Well, I don't do TikTok. I don't do Snapchat. I hardly do Instagram.
All right, so I want to see some of these conversations that you guys have been having. So can you plug in and share your screen so we can scroll through?
Is it working? Boom.
Boom. Okay, whoa. Wait a second.
Wait.
She goes by Anna, but...
Yeah, but it's Micah. Just username.
All right, so this is where it starts. Yeah, July 23rd. I've had my friend's identity stolen. Wow, so you really weren't kidding. You got right into it after he died of cancer, so I always check, especially when it's a cute girl. Ooh, you started flirting right away!
No, that wasn't me flirting right away. That was me saying, like, no, especially when it's a cute girl.
Okay, Jay.
I'm getting gamed up on here, right? We have two people that are professionals and making people blush. Anyways.
Well, anyway, you were already kind of cautious and on the lookout and aware of the reality that there are people out there making fake profiles.
Yes.
But there hasn't been any attempt to meet up, right?
No. Definitely COVID's been a thing, and also life.
So, all right, let's see what we can figure out. Send us what you have, and obviously any photos.
I'll send everything I find.
Great.
Perfect.
Thank you. Peace out.
Right.
All right, hold on, let's send the Zoom.
I'm just freaked out because we don't know who this person is. Like, we literally don't know who this is.
I have no idea.
Oh, she's seen it. All right, get ready. She's coming.
Oh my gosh. What the?
Hi, Jay.
Are you the person we've been talking to and the person Jay has been talking to?
You can call me Mars.
The actor from the vampire movie?
Yes. I say you caught me red-handed.
Really?
Fine. Okay. Once and for all. Never really intended for things to go this far. I didn't know how to cut my ties loose without, ever actually having to hurt you or just leave you hanging. I felt bad. I didn't know what I was doing.
I just want to ask you, did you do this to try to pursue a relationship?
Nope.
Do you have romantic feelings at all for Jay?
No, ma'am. I am completely straight, but I will say that the feelings I have for him, we're starting to think about a beautiful spring friendship. I'm not proud of what I've done and how long I've been doing it, but I'm just glad, I'm finally getting to come clean.
I mean, I literally led off the conversation by telling you that one of my best friend's mothers died of cancer and had her Facebook stolen.
Right.
So how do you even justify going forward?
I can't really say that I can make any sort of excuse for my actions, but what I can tell you is I did it with the best of intentions.
How is that good intentions at all?
Let's let him explain.
Okay, go for it.
Just give us a little bit of the history of
Yes.
Anna.
Of course, if anything, I think that's the least that I owe you all guys. So I started this account way back when I was still in college, and this was primarily used as for a stalking account. To stalk girls, both girls and guys. And when I started it as a guy, I was pretending to be someone named Massimo. And I'm guessing that you guys could figure out the person who I was talking to based on the profile in the account.
Wait, you mean Laika?
Yes.
You were observing the girl Laika who lives in the Philippines, right?
Yes.
And are you from the Philippines?
Yes, I am as well.
And do you still live in the Philippines?
No, I'm talking to you way back here in the city of Las Vegas, United States of America.
And so do you know her personally, or did you know her?
She was a co-dancer of a dancer that I was, trying to date.
Okay, so you had a crush on this girl, Laika, and so you made a page to friend her and perhaps kind of get to know her a little better.
Yeah.
So then my big question is, how and why did you find Jay?
So it started, way back when I was personally, a victim of being catfished. And it was very traumatizing. And I was personally crucified, by being blackmailed and extorted, by a female who, catfished me off guard. She took some snaps. I was unfortunately in bed, pretty much half naked.
So what did she want for the photos? Because you said that she extorted you.
Yeah, she was blackmailing me for $100. I know as cheap as it may sound, I don't give in to those kind of demands, not even for $1. Since then, it's kind of like been a really sensitive subject to me. When I first,
That's bull. I'm sorry. If you took any of that to heart, you would not be doing any damn thing you are doing right now, bro.
Sorry, I just still can't get an answer from you on how did you find Jay and why did you talk to him?
When I was going about catfishing, I said, I want to let people, take a taste of their own medicine. So when I started catfishing, I was catfishing as a guy. And then all of a sudden, one time, I see this guy on the side of the friend suggestion list.
The friend suggestion was Jay?
Yes. Okay. And I was maybe thinking if I could pull off one last stunt, maybe do this time as a girl.
So you just made the Anna profile 2 months ago to catfish Jay?
Yes.
And was that in any way connected to a feeling or an emotion that's like, I think I'd like to talk to Jay as a girl?
No. But I would say throughout, the conversation, there were always thoughts going about in my head like, this is actually a really nice guy. And to that point, I thought, wow, this guy doesn't deserve anything that I was doing to him at all. Because to tell you the truth, there was this big agenda that I was trying to do with this, from the very start. And all I wanted from him was to do the real that I was asking. I just want to think that as long as I've already, gotten what I want, I'll stop right then and there.
So pay somebody online to make a reel. There's plenty of video editing people out there in the world.
Yo, dude, that's $25.
Maybe you're just looking for a little extra attention right now.
That's honestly, how we end up having the conversation for so long, even though, some points in my head were telling me to stop. And I was just, glad, every time that he'd say that he'd miss talking to me.
Fair enough.
But you could just say one good thing about me. Or just Laika.
Honestly, I wasn't talking to Micah. I was talking to you. And as much as I really understand how you can compartmentalize, I gave you an out right away. And I feel like you never took that out all the way up until here. And so for me, I have no problem saying absolutely nothing positive towards the situation. Other than I hope that you learn that you've not just affected me, but you'll affect Micah. And I hope that you would take down that profile and delete everything.
I get you.
I forgive you, but do I need to give you any sort of leeway past that? No. You're just going to be out of my life, and that is what it is. Gone.
Hey! Hey, Ryan. Welcome to your intervention. You need help.
Oh, man.
How you doing, man? What's going on?
You look a little stressed out.
Yeah, thrown for quite the loop.
So, Ryan, obviously your friend Whitney emailed us on your behalf because, she's a little concerned. You've got this girl you're talking to, and she feels like something just ain't right.
Right.
I'm just concerned about you. I don't want you to get hurt.
And I appreciate it.
So she gave us her side of the story, but we're really curious to kind of hear from you. What's up with this girl, Micah? Walk us through the whole relationship and where things are with it.
Okay, I'll tell you the whole story. So I was on Tinder, scrolling through, just hitting likes, whatever. Saw her on there, liked her, and then eventually she liked me back, and then small conversation started, nothing too serious, Added her on Snapchat, because it was in the bio. And we started talking, everything was going pretty great. Got the number that way. After that, I guess you could say I put on the charm,
Oh.
Had a couple phone calls, talked at least maybe 2 to 3 times. She seems genuine from what I could tell.
How were those phone calls? Were they like long and lovely?
Not necessarily long. I would try to keep it going, but at the one time she was actually doing something, so I was like, all right, I ain't really that concerned about it.
You guys also follow each other on Snapchat, right? So does she post stories a lot?
Yeah, she posts stories a lot.
But has she ever sent you a snap of her? Like, hey, Ryan, what's up, boo?
Like, I've gotten pictures, but not necessarily specific snaps.
So, like, nothing with your name in it, right?
No.
But she sent you pictures.
Yeah.
What kind?
Every kind.
With the face?
The face was there, yeah.
Face and parts.
Whole shebang.
Together.
In one complete package.
Interesting. So tell us about her. How old is she?
She's 21. She works at a restaurant.
Does she have an Instagram? She must have an Instagram, right?
I asked her about that. I did ask her, and she said she doesn't have Instagram or Facebook.
A 21-year-old girl does not have Instagram.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too.
But you think she's real?
For the most part, yeah.
Real enough to like send, I heard you might have sent some gifts or something?
Well, I wouldn't say gifts, it's just more like a little bit of money.
So wait, explain what happened there?
She asked me like, hey, could you do me a favor? I'm like, what's the favor? Oh, could you, send like 25 or whatever? And I'm like, oh, sure, fine.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me. She playing you like you a ham.
So you have a history, right? You can like see your transactions?
Yeah.
Can you pull them up? I'm just curious.
Oh, screen share? Sure. Okay, cool.
All right, what do we got? All right, so. Pretty Money? Is that what her name is on there?
Yeah.
So hold on a second. Is this the first one for lunch?
Yeah.
$26.50, and then for your hair, another $26.50 plus. Wow, $167.
Oh my God.
Plus another $150 plus 50. By my count, you've sent just under $500. I mean, that's not nothing.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, she's very money oriented, in my opinion. I know I've never asked a man for money and haven't even met up with him before.
I've dealt with other women that were more money oriented. It's not like it's every day. It's like it would happen. It's just like, oh.
It doesn't seem genuine to me.
If it's all right, can we see some of the conversation between you guys just to get a sense of,
yeah, sure.
What that vibe is like? What's that? Is that a picture she sent?
Oh, pictures that she did send. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what she looks like.
She's cute. 100 boo, please. No, sorry. 50 bae, dang. No, sorry, sweetheart.
She added her, tell her no.
Boo, can you send me 300? Because I was gonna try to get these socks and shoes. And I'm gonna make you some videos tonight and we can talk. I know I asked for a lot, but I'm worth it. And I'm gonna make it up to you, still paying you back.
Oh, she said she's gonna pay you back.
No, she's trying to pay him back with some services.
It might be with funds. You never know.
Funds.
Seems like the funds are between her legs.
What's going on?
Hi. Who the hell are you?
Tony.
Tony?
Yeah.
Huh. So, are you the person who's been Micah this whole time?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Are you being for real?
Yeah.
Do you live in Detroit?
No.
Wait, if you don't live in Detroit, how did you have Micah's profile on Tinder in Detroit?
I was in Detroit.
Oh, you were in Detroit, okay. But you don't live in Detroit. Do you live in Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're in the area. Okay, got it.
Do you know a Cassandra Reed? Because that's the name that comes up when we ran your phone number.
No.
Are you a subscriber to the real Micah's OnlyFans?
I was. I kind of used her to make it seem a little more real, you know. It's actually, you know, a lesson.
Lesson?
A lesson for who?
My good man right here. It's a lesson for all the guys who on there. Man, you can't be sending money to these girls, to anybody on Snapchat, anybody you ain't never met in person or anything like that. If I wouldn't have got you, somebody would have got you, you know. It's gonna happen.
Interesting lesson you thought you would teach. It's quite surprising.
Was it really surprising though, bro?
A little bit, because I believe the story that was given to me, you know.
Oh, you must be new on her.
So have you used the Micah profile and Snapchat to like talk to lots of other guys?
That ain't the only girl I use, no.
Oh, okay, so
Use
you
plenty
have,
of girls.
But have you talked to any other guys the way you've talked to Ryan?
What you mean?
Well, I mean, Ryan sent you $500.
Oh, yeah.
So other people sending you money too?
Yeah.
Wow.
So wait, why when I called was it a girl voice at one time?
Oh, I had a girl answer. It was a couple of girls that I had talked, you know.
And do you cut them in on the cash?
Of course.
So you got like a whole little operation.
This is like a business.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a business. A lot of people do it, man.
And how long have you been doing this?
I don't know.
So a long time.
I didn't say that.
So how long?
I just said I don't know.
Are you into guys?
Never.
But you're having sexual conversations with men in order to lure them to send you money?
I'm a dude. I know what a dude wants, you know?
But what kind of lesson are you teaching him if you're also accepting the money? Don't you think that you're just as at fault as he is?
I bet you it won't happen to him again. Gonna save him some money. I should be the good guy because I'm coming out. Ain't nobody else gonna come out and tell y'all this.
If you really wanted to teach Ryan a lesson, you know, you could have had him send you $50 and then you could have said, hey, just so you know, got you. But you kept it going and you probably would have kept it going longer if, you know, we weren't stopping it now. So like.
But y'all ain't asked me like my whole plan, what I would do and stuff. I'm gonna pay the dude back. You can shoot me your cash app. I'm gonna send you that right back. You know.
Can we do that now?
Can you do it now?
It's a lesson. No, we can't do it right now. You know, I'm a good dude. You know, it's a harmless scam.
But you stole $500 from him.
It's not harmless. You're putting the girl in the actual photos and videos at risk. That's where I have an issue. Because say Ryan was crazy and ran into her somewhere and was like, hey, like you took this money from me, you never showed up. Now I'm gonna you up. Now you put Micah, the real Micah, at risk.
Girls put themselves at risk when they post pictures of themselves in the nude. Period.
Do you have kids?
Don't worry about that.
Well, I hope that you don't have daughters, because if you do and somebody were to take advantage of them like that, I'm sure you would have an issue with that.
My daughter won't be posting no pictures like that. There's so many guys taking these girls' pictures, making fake pages, doing all type of stuff.
So you have to contribute?
If I want to.
That's so up. That's so up.
Where I'm at with these females, like now, like my baby mama that did so much to me, you know, a lot of girls that did a lot of to me, man. These hoes, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that is the most disgusting thing I have ever heard in my life.
This lady right here, man, you a mother.
I am. You're damn straight. That is
I hope
a
you don't
fact.
got no pics up like that.
Absolutely not. But even if I did, that would be my choice and my prerogative as a woman. Who are you to tell women that they should expect to have their photos taken and shared to lure men for money?
You pissing me off.
I do not mind at all.
I think she's upset in
Yeah,
a way
'cause she
that
a female.
Tell us about Mar and kind of how you got to where you are with him.
I know that he lives in Las Vegas. He's a security guard on the Strip. He's 21 years old.
21?
Yeah, I like younger guys. I think that's my downfall, like light skinned and young. I'm just like, oh my God.
No.
Oh man.
But Jacked is like a location-based app, right? How did you guys match in the first place?
I was in Las Vegas on vacation. My last day there, I was bored, so I'm like, let's see who's around. Bam, his profile showed that he was 2 miles away from me. So I hit him up. I'm like, well, I'm here in Vegas. Would you want to, hang out? He was like, I can't hang out tonight because I have to go to work. Which that's understandable. You hit someone up at last minute.
That makes sense, but then you went back to California and you guys started talking. What happened?
The conversation is there. Just to wake up in the morning and have someone text you good morning makes you feel good. He makes me feel like I'm wanted. He texts me, I'm going to work. If his day is slow, we'll have a little conversation. But sometimes I am afraid to text back when he's at work because he always wants me to get him an Uber.
What? You mean like to go to or home from work?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, you actually call the Uber in your app?
No, so I send him money.
Jackson.
Me personally, I don't think he's doing anything malicious with it because he always says he's gonna pay me back.
Has he?
No, he hasn't paid me back. I sent over like $500.
How were you sending him the money?
So I'm sending him the money through his friend's Cash App.
His friend's Cash App? Jason!
Well, he told me that his Cash App got blocked.
Who's his friend?
Her name is Amber. I tried to look her up, but I couldn't find anything on her.
And hold on, and you haven't talked on the phone to Mar in all these months?
No, haven't. No, not at all. Just text messages.
Have you tried to get on a phone call with him?
I tried calling his phone, it rang and rang and rang and then went to voicemail. So I'm thinking maybe he's at work or maybe he's busy.
And what about social media? Does Mar have an Instagram or a Snapchat? Or...
I tried to add him on those social media sites, but I couldn't find him personally.
Did you ever have plans to meet up?
We had planned something for him to come out here. I bought him a Greyhound ticket. I sat out there for almost 2 hours waiting on his bus, and he never came. So I called the phone, and a female picked up. And I'm like, who is this? And she was like, who is this? And then the phone hung up.
Jason! Jason!
Oh my God. Yeah.
Do you see these red flags?
Yeah, I'm not colorblind, I know.
There's no way.
Jason, you're a smart guy. What is it about this guy, Mar, that's so meaningful to you?
It's just like, I have so much trust in him.
But where does that trust come from? How did he earn so much trust from you?
Okay, so I've always held this secret for 11 years. I am HIV positive. So when I told him I'm HIV positive, you can either accept it or not. He texts back like, oh yeah, that's fine. And he said that he would take PrEP, which that really meant something to me because if someone living with HIV for 11 years, there's still a stereotype there. So when you have someone who is willing to take PrEP, that really just did something to me. Mar was the first person I've told that I was HIV positive in 3 years.
Wow.
So I just accepted everything that was going on in hopes of we're going to build a future together. I just hope that something good comes out of this. I'm praying it will.
Well, do you have pictures of Mar?
I only have 2 photos.
Can we see the photos?
Yeah, sure.
This is a picture he sent you?
No, actually, I took that picture off of his profile.
So this was on Jacked?
Yes.
So he never texted you actual photos?
There was, let me see.
Okay.
So he has sent you this one photo?
Yeah.
The fact that he can't even send you other pictures of him is weird.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, is there any chance that it could be your ex-husband messing with you?
I don't know. I don't think it's him.
What if we find out Mar isn't the guy in the pictures?
It's gonna just destroy me. Can't have my heart broken again. I just need to know. I'm so nervous. It's like I'm gonna throw up.
What's tea?
Oh. What?
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Get the out of here.
Oh.
I mean, do I have to like clean my computer screen? Am I seeing this right?
I can't.
Hello, I'm not sure what to say. We're all a little dumbfounded here.
Are you serious?
Mar, is that your name?
No, my name is actually Omar.
Oh, that
Omar.
makes sense. Okay, I see that now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm 21. I live in Vegas.
Has it been you the whole time?
Yeah, it's been me this whole time.
Who was the woman that answered the phone?
It was my roommate.
Is there a reason that you had her answer, or just?
When it's numbers that I don't know, I just have other people answer.
I mean, that's a little shady. Are you hiding from someone? Why have you been so mysterious this whole time?
I just didn't want him to know who I am, like my name and everything. That's the reason why I was having him cash out my friend instead of me.
But what would be so bad about him knowing your name? I don't get it.
I didn't want him to think that I was really wanting to really be with him, and I didn't want to be with him.
What?
But why would you text me and tell me that you love me and you want to get married? I mean, why would you do that?
Because you kept sending me money, so why not? And you didn't never expect me to FaceTime you or none of that. So, that was easy money. He's pretty much, my sugar daddy.
Sugar daddy? I wish I could come to the screen right now. Sugar daddy, that's funny.
I can own up to it. I used him for his money, and it's that pandemic. He was a good target, and I feel like he's stupid. Come on now, what other way I could say it? He's really stupid. And that's no tea, no shade. There's no tea.
But you led me on. You led me on. I mean,
do you have a job?
I work on the strip.
So what did you do with all this money that I sent you?
Bought me expensive stuff, shoes. Honestly, I told you I needed an Uber, but I didn't need an Uber. I got a whole car.
I live paycheck for paycheck. Half of the money I was giving you was from bills because I thought that you were in trouble, you needed help. I mean, you led me on. The texts in the morning and me telling you, my deep, darkest secrets, and I thought we had something. This is just ridiculous.
You said in your text message to me that I f***ed up, but so did he. What exactly did you mean, so did he?
Honestly, you're the catfish.
What do you mean?
This is not who he is in the pictures on Jack. That's not him. It was the younger version of him.
You're saying that Jason used pictures of him when he was younger?
Yes.
On his profile?
Yes.
That picture wasn't even that old. I took that picture 2 years ago.
Well, that don't look like you, boo.
Show us the picture.
This is the
and
picture.
He kept, and by that time he was already,
This excuse, Omar. It doesn't look that different.
For you to try and say that because you feel like the picture he used was a misrepresentation of him, which somehow gives you permission to take advantage of him, that's just bull.
Look how he looked. I
felt like I could trust you, Mar. I don't open up. Not at all, but I felt I could open up to you. You don't have no morals or no standards. You're a scam artist.
You can't put it all on me because at the end of the day, you kept sending money even after you felt like something was strange.
But that's such bull. He acted out of generosity and love and hopefulness, and you acted out of greed and selfishness. And so there is shame on you, but not on Jason.
Do I feel sorry?
I bet
no,
you don't.
I don't.
Figures.
You can get your money back. I'll send you your money back.
Can you do it now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see it.
I'm gonna send it to him after the show.
Yeah.
Is this all like, did you come on here to put on this act, or because I just I don't
really,
feel
no, this is
you're
really
genuinely
me in real life.
you're genuinely a human being. Is that just who you are?
Comment down with me, okay? What? Any other questions? Thank you. You're dismissed. You're dismissed.
You can't dismiss me. You don't have the qualifications. You do not have the jurisdiction.
Can you kind of take us back, explain how you met, and kind of how the relationship progressed? We want to know everything.
Okay, so while I was at work, I was on break, and I was accepting everybody from requests. I need more friends, I need more likes. So after I accepted this person, when he replied to my story, he was like, "You beautiful." I was like, "Oh yeah."
And when you saw his page, did it have a lot of stuff on there and friends and pictures?
No, it don't got that many friends, but like 100 and some friends.
All right, but there were photos of him.
Yeah, the same ones he sent me.
So then you guys started chatting?
Yeah, we started chatting. That's when I'm like, "What's your number?" That next night, we called each other on the phone, having a good conversation, like, you know, the basics. I said, "Where you from?" He said, "Michigan."
When you were talking on the phone, it clearly sounded like a guy's voice.
It was a boy voice, but we sometimes fall asleep on the phone, but he snores so loud.
Wait, how quickly did you guys start talking every night like that?
Since the first night.
Wow, so you guys talk still every night?
Sometimes we fall asleep on the phone.
Okay,
Yeah.
and when you're talking to him, tell us about the conversations and what he's like.
He is calm, he is funny. He like to tell jokes. He make me feel good, like he like to compliment me every day. He make me more confident. And he helped me emotionally too. It's something new for me because I've been through a lot. Like the words he tell me, I never heard from the other boys. Plus he older, I always dealt with younger.
How old is he exactly?
26.
Okay. What does he do?
He an entrepreneur. He said that he want to start a business of selling bouncer houses for kids.
So what does he do currently?
Currently, unemployment. That's all I know. Unemployment.
He's trying to get it together.
Yeah.
Kamara told us that she thinks you and Andrew have talked about him like saying, "Come move to Michigan." Is that true?
Oh my God, she told everything. When he was telling me about the entrepreneur stuff he want to do, I'm like, "Oh, I can help you." He want me to quit my job, to go up there.
Wait, do we even know where he lives in Michigan?
He's in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, so he lives in Detroit.
But he lives in Detroit. He's now on unemployment and he wants for you to quit your job to join him on unemployment to figure out what he's going to do?
No. It's like half and half. One side of me want to go so bad.
That's not even sustainable.
Show us a picture of this guy, because I want to know.
Should I turn my phone to the screen or should I just send it?
You can just hold your phone up to the screen.
Here is one.
Okay.
Light eyes, danger. He got hazel eyes.
The second one. That's all I got.
I think it's fair to say that a guy who looks that good would probably have more pictures he could send you, right?
When I ask for more, it's like issues. So that's when the arguments start.
Interesting.
Wait,
Okay.
so he won't send you pictures, but he asked you to send him money?
Yes.
How did that come up?
It just came out of nowhere. He just said, "Hey, can you send me some money for some food?" I'm like, "Okay, here you go, $25. Oh, I gotta give me a haircut, $35. And one time I just sent him $275 randomly.
Why?
Because I'm in love.
So you're a sugar daddy.
And has it all been through one app?
Apple Pay.
It just goes to his phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Has he done anything nice for you? Has he paid you back?
Well, when I sent him $25, he sent me $10 back just because he said he didn't need the whole thing.
That's a good move, because it says you can trust me. Have you done any research? Have you tried to run his phone number?
Well, I tried to put his phone number in the Cash App thing, you can see.
Ooh, smart.
Yes.
But all that I saw was like somebody named Keandre. That's it.
So wait, you ran his phone number in Cash App and it came back to someone named Keandre?
Yeah, that's all.
That's strange, right? Shouldn't it come back to someone named Andrew?
That's weird, but I just said, you know what?
You didn't even bring it up?
No, I didn't even tell him. I'm just now telling y'all, like.
Bonnie, This is the
That's
red flag.
a red flag.
No, but it's right here. And Bonnie said,
"Can you see this? Wait, maybe he's colorblind.
I
Wait,
can't
what
even
color
see.
is this? Can you see this?
I see the red flag,
Okay.
but I didn't even mention it because people use other people's cash apps all the time, so that's why I never. I'm just shaking.
Oh. Who is this?
I'm Keandre.
Keandre. So you're Andrew.
Yes.
Well, hello. Vonnie, you know who this person is?
No.
Keandre, do you know Vonnie?
No.
Okay. We have a lot of questions, but I don't want to get in the way of you guys, or in this case, you, Keandre. I don't know if you want to say something to kind of get things going here, but obviously you have some explaining to do.
Yeah. Well, it started off as a scheme.
Scheme?
Yeah. Like, I've been catfishing for about a year and a half, 2 years. I have a female profile, which is Venus.
You Venus too?
Yeah, I am Venus. I've been doing this for a year and a half. So yes, I scam people. COVID was going on when I started to make the page, and it went on from there, and I just started scamming people. I didn't have no money. I had no income, no nothing. So I had to make a quick way to get money, and that's how I decided to do it.
So you let me on for 6 months. Talk about love. You talk about living together. Was that real or?
When I started, it was to get money out of him, but it ended up turning into something different, and it just went too far. Everything was real. I just wasn't the person in the pictures, obviously.
Well, it wasn't real because even though you're saying you like Vonnie now, you initially met him and presumably lots of other people to scam them.
Yes, and paying my bills. So yeah, I did.
So you was talking to multiple people while you was talking to me? Like doing that with other people while you was talking to me at the same time?
Yeah, you don't have no money. You weren't going to pay my bills. How else I was supposed to do it? I did what I did. It's over. It's happened. Okay, oh well. I scam people. You see me, I see you. Like, what's the problem?
The problem is scamming people. That's the problem.
Okay, well, I did it. I'm here. So now what?
Okay, why don't we do this? Where do you live?
I live in a town in Pontiac, Michigan.
Are you 26?
Yes, I'm 26.
Okay, and you don't have a job that you have to clock into every day at this
No,
time?
I don't have a 9 to 5. No, I do not.
Okay, so this is your main source of income?
Yes, it is.
How many people do you think you've talked to in total using the profiles over the last year and a half?
It's been hundreds.
Okay, so a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And about how many of those relationships or those conversations end up making it to the level where they're sending you money?
Mostly all of them. That's
Wow.
how I make the money. That's how I make the money I make.
So you're pretty good at this.
Yes.
But you are aware that like you're getting called out. Like somebody was literally on the Venus page today posting screenshots saying that you're a scammer.
That's fine. I'll make another page. That's fine. It don't stop. They don't understand. It don't stop.
Have you made new pages already?
Yeah, them are new. Them are new pages.
And what do you do when people want to talk to Venus?
Hey, how are you? What's up?
I can't. You're a gag, for real. I can't.
It's the game, y'all. Y'all gotta know the game. It's the game. That's all it is.
Well, was it a game or do you like him? Because you said that your relationship with Vonnie did mean something to you.
Yes, I started catching feelings with him. Yes, I did. The way he texts me, the way he cared, the way he just carried himself. Like when we were on the phone, he said some things that really made me think like, oh my God, this is the wrong person to be doing this to.
After that point, did you continue asking him for money?
He sent me like 2 payments, and then after that, it was nothing.
So how you feeling right now? Like,
I mean, I feel the same way. There's nothing that's going to change. Like, I still want to be with you. I want to get to know you, and I want to take this off of what I did, and I apologize.
if you want to work something out, you could have stopped doing that scam, whatever you be doing.
I do what I do. Like, I don't see a problem with it.
You don't see a problem with catfishing and scamming?
Scamming?
No. You're old enough to know what to do and what not to do, and what not to do to get scammed. Like, what?
Right.
But then you could also make the argument that you're old enough to know that scamming people is wrong.
To you, it's wrong. To me, it's not wrong.
No, to everybody, it's wrong.
No, that's your opinion. To me, it's not wrong.
I mean, you like it to look at them.
Right. That's what is gagging me, literally.
Right. All this is a gag all together.
No, because y'all just sit here thinking like I'm just this bad person. No,
If you're not even planning on to stop, you want to keep going.
I mean, look, Bonnie should have known better, but he didn't. And he's generous and he's sweet and he's kind, and you took advantage of that. You definitely hurt him and wasted his time and, you know, took money from him under false pretenses. And those are all pretty up things to do to someone.
Exactly.
Right? You can acknowledge that. For you to sit here and say, like, I don't see anything wrong with it, it's cool, they shouldn't, if they get scammed, then it's their fault, like, that's not real talk. That's you trying to justify your behavior and not feel bad about it.
I'm not justifying anything. It's just what I do. I do what I do, and I do what I do, and I don't want to be judged for it.
Okay.
Hey, Neve and Cammy. My name is Keandre. I'm a full-time student from Toledo, Ohio. There's this guy that I've been talking to for about a year and some change. His name is Tyler, and he lives in New York City. And he's a model.
Here we go.
We met when he sent me a DM on Instagram. He was so hot, so I messaged him back.
It's the trap.
We hit it off pretty quick and started messaging constantly. A week later, we moved to Snapchat because Tyler had a girlfriend at the time, and he didn't want messages being seen. It was all a big secret because Tyler isn't out as bisexual yet. The thing is, it's not like any of my previous relationships. Tyler is always there for me, sexually and emotionally. I'm all in. But after all this time, he still refuses to video chat or link up with me. He claims he's afraid to come out, and that's why he's holding back. And I get that. I went through the same thing. Feel like I've gone out of my way to be there as a support to Tyler. He says he's excited about coming out to the rest of the world, so why can't we just video chat? As fate would have it, I'm walking in an event in New York for Fashion Week. He wants to meet there for the first time. Two models.
Wow.
Two models.
A model relationship.
We're finally just days away from meeting, and now his plans are suddenly changing.
I ain't telling nobody.
He says he's going to be out of town and can't meet. I'm in Los Angeles right now, staying with a friend before I go to New York, and I'm desperate to figure this out. If you guys are in LA right now, can we please meet? I need to know if I'm being lied to. Keandre. Oh, hi.
Neve. Nice to meet you, Neve.
What's your name?
Golden. Yeah.
Golden, okay.
You know how are you guys?
What are you doing?
Cammy.
Hi,
Nice
Golden.
to meet
nice
you.
to meet you. Hey.
Golden. You're who I've been talking to.
Yeah. I'm Tyler.
Why though?
I honestly couldn't give you a really good answer for why.
Do you like me? You want to be with me? You love me? Or was it a joke? Was it a kiki?
It was a joke.
A joke. Like we had a whole fake relationship, bro.
It's not even a joke, honestly. It wasn't necessarily a joke. The whole Tyler thing literally was not made to get you or target you in any way at all, honestly, y'all. It all started like, I ended up adding Keandre on my Fufu account. Like, I was on my Fufu account because of my ex, you know, to snoop and peruse incognito, fly under the radar. It wasn't even that deep.
Babe this, baby that.
I
can't wait to see you. I'm pouring my heart out to you. Like I was there for, not only were you there for me emotionally, I was there for you emotionally. I will let you in. I'm telling Tyler real things about me in real life, bro. Right? And you're going along with that like, yeah, I went through this too. Like I was verbally abused and I know how you feel and it's not a joke.
How and why did it go this far?
And like
he was just, you know, constantly messaging me and things like that. And I knew that he was into it.
You
Honestly,
hit me.
wait.
You hit me up. You hit me up, bro.
that was you on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Do you change your voice?
Yeah. I know this is like nuts.
Embarrassing. It's been a year and 2 months, Golden.
But also, it's not even just the Finsta. You have a Venmo account with a different name. The Snapchat account has a different name.
You just a catfish. You like doing it. What about me made you feel like you had to create a fake page to talk to me?
Babe, it was not about you.
So then who was it about? Because it is about me.
It's not.
What are you doing with the fake account? You're cute. You're not ugly. What are you doing with the fake account?
So you, in real life, let's forget about Tyler. You, in real life, have never had feelings for Keandre.
No.
Bro, you cap. You're lying.
You guys were on the phone for like 3 hours at a time.
And hours.
It doesn't make sense. There must have been something that you enjoyed about the relationship you were having with Keandre that was different than the relationship you have with him as Golden.
Yeah, like, you know, like if you play Sims and like you have a character who's in love with someone else, you're not in love with your Sim character's boyfriend. It's not that deep, but what it is like entertaining.
So when you talked to him as Tyler, did it feel like you were talking to him, or did it feel like you were pretending to talk to him as someone else?
It felt like virtual reality. And like you were eating that flirting up, like it was cool, like you were a cool flirter.
Well, because he thought it was going to end up somewhere with a real person.
Exactly. You wanted to come out as gay with me as your boyfriend. That was the whole reason why I'm even here today.
But you pushed the matter, sweetie.
You wanted a relationship.
Baby, no.
Yeah, look at that, because you decided to screenshot some pictures of a guy that was not you and be a fake DL boy when you're openly gay. That's weird. You're a weirdo. That's goofy. You're goofy.
Yes.
You're a goofball.
Why don't we?
Taking it. I let him get his little rocks off because I know he wants this in real life. So I just
let him,
you know,
in real life?
Go ahead and do that.
What exactly do I want in real life?
This.
You have lime green nails.
Talk about
a long sleeve black shirt. You have leather jeans with fake strings coming out of them with these punk boots and cornrows.
Punk boots?
You think I want that?
Baby.
You hit me up, bro. I need you to make that make sense. If you don't want to have a sexual relationship with me, you're not being honest.
Shut your ass up,
bitch. I'm cool.
Should love be this confusing?
No.
No, it
That's
shouldn't.
the short answer.
It's complicated.
It is complicated, but you should never be confused.
Hi, Neve and Cammy. I love your show, how you help people. And now I'd love for you to help me too. My name is Ciara. I'm a 33-year-old single mother living in Las Vegas, Nevada. I've been talking to this guy named Juan a little over a year now, and I've totally fallen in love with him. He's 31 and lives in Moreno Valley, California. He's not like anyone I've been in a relationship with before. He's respectful and loving. He's a family man. And he's been a much-needed confidant and best friend. He's the sweetest guy to me, and he always makes me feel special. I asked him to video chat, but he wants to meet in person. I've driven out to Los Angeles to meet him, but he was never able to. But as we become closer and have talked about moving in together, my patience is wearing thin. So I told him I'd call you guys, but when I brought up Catfish, he came clean. He admitted he's been using someone else's photos. So now I know what he really looks like, and I still really want to meet up, but he keeps pushing it off. I'm afraid he's lying to me about something else. I love this guy with all my heart, and I want to start a family with him. Please help me find out the truth about Juan and finally meet him in person. Thank you, Ciara.
I mean, I ain't really trying to put all my business out here.
Baby, can you please come outside and say that to my face?
Open the door, Juan.
I'll pop out.
Okay, we're ready when you are. Here, why don't you come back so we don't get so crowded and it's hard. So, just, yeah, the whole situation feels strange. Is this someone you know?
No, who the hell are you?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Neve.
Nice to meet you,
Good.
P.
What's your name?
BC.
BC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is Cammy.
Hi, Cammy.
What's up, Cammy?
Nice to meet
And
you.
this is Ciata, obviously you know, right?
Oh my. So
Yeah.
you're a Juan?
I'm Juan. I'm Juan Sanchez.
Who are you? What do you do? Like, we don't know anything about you.
I'm BC from the P, if you don't know, you feel me? I'm from Pomona, California. You know what I'm saying? I be making music. A lot of people know who I am. You feel me? I'm like well known and well respected where I'm from. Honest to God, I didn't mean to put your emotions like this, you feel me? But, you know, it's just kind of happened like that. I didn't really expect you to like pull up. I didn't expect you to like go through with everything for
I
real.
went all the way to California. I drove 243 miles, then you never even showed up. Like, that's not cool at all. I told you all my private business and stuff, had me sending you all types of pictures and stuff, and, well, you know.
I know, that's up. I ain't even gonna lie to you, that's hella up.
So you was just playing me the whole time?
I ain't gonna lie, it was cap. I don't really give a about this situation, you know what I mean?
So why did you lie to me? You said that you love me and stuff like that?
Okay, so the situation is kind of crazy, you feel me? Like, I seen her page, and at the time, I was with my baby mama. So then it's like, okay, I seen her, she was looking good. I say a little comment, boom. Then we started talking, but then she wanted to see who I was, and I couldn't let her know who I was, because it's easy to find me from where I'm from, and then find my baby mama, and then make a whole scene and like, so I ain't even.
Are you with your baby mama?
Hell no, no more.
Okay. Were you at the time?
Yeah. So it's like, what am I supposed to do?
But if you didn't like her, why keep talking to her on Snapchat all this time?
Kind of like a video game, like Sims or GTA or something.
So
feel
you
me?
look at me as
Not
a
like
video
that,
game?
no.
That is not funny. It's not funny. You're playing with people's
No,
feelings,
I'm not.
their
I'm not
emotion.
trying to. I'm laughing because I don't know. It's just kind of. It's kind of crazy. You feel me?
We don't feel you. I get the sense that you have a sort of public persona, right?
Mhm.
People know you as a certain type of guy, but that you also have a very different side of you.
What you mean?
Well, I don't think you would have agreed to even meet with us if you didn't give a And I think your relationship with Ciata and the things that you've said and the way that you've talked to her seem to indicate that you have the capability of being a very sincere, genuine guy. Which then makes me think that you might actually really have feelings for her. And I don't know if you're not comfortable admitting that or if you feel like you don't want people to know that you're talking to her and that you really like her, but like, I'm not buying that it was sort of just a joke for you.
It's like the initial meet was wrong. You
Right.
feel me? But in between, there was very like real situations. You feel me? I forgot I was
Sure.
playing a character at a point in
Right, so you
time.
did have
Yeah, it was like
feelings for
we
her.
developed a relationship, and I forgot we had like darn near met a whole different way. So I'm like, oh, let me step back. You feel me? I gotta continue playing this video game.
Is it okay if I go sit down for a second?
I can't figure this out. Hi, Neve and Cammy. My name is Joey. I'm 27 years old, and I set up events for a hotel in Gulf Shores, Alabama. 4 months ago, a woman named Marissa started messaging me on Snapchat. I haven't had the best luck with online dating, but she was really pretty, so I decided to give it a shot. We started messaging more and more, and I thought maybe I'd found somebody special. But then Marissa started asking me to pay for some Uber rides. The more I gave, the more she wanted. I got annoyed and we argued. I told her I was done paying for things, and I figured she would stop talking to me, but she didn't. A month went by without me sending anything, and we were still talking more than ever. The thing is, I'm still uneasy. We only live a few hours apart in Alabama. It shouldn't be difficult for us to meet, but we haven't. She says she wants to be my girlfriend, but I'm not sure she is exactly who she says she is.
I really like this girl, and I hope you'll help me finally connect with her. Sincerely, Joey.
Oh, hold on. Hello. Hi.
I'm not sure if we have the right house. looking for someone who calls himself Marissa?
That's my cousin.
Oh,
It's not exactly her name, but she told me that you guys were in town. She's right.
okay. What was your name?
Thea.
Thea. Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna call her.
Great. All right. So, a young black woman just opened the door, said her cousin is who we're looking for, but her name's not Marissa. But she said she's down the road. I'll call her and see if she'll come.
How do we know that that girl isn't Marissa?
Well, that's what I thought. It could be her. Oh, hold on.
Hey.
It's okay.
She'll come because she didn't know that you guys were coming.
That's true. Well, maybe you can help us out. Why don't you hang out with us for a minute since we're here, and you're here.
It's fine.
Might as well, right? I mean, right? What was your name again?
Thea.
Thea. Neve. How long do you think she's gonna be?
It shouldn't be long.
Hi.
This
How
is
are you?
Cammy.
Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Thea.
It's Cammy.
And this is Joey, who is apparently speaking with your cousin.
So what do you know about?
I basically know nothing. I didn't know anything about it till yesterday.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Sorry.
No, hey, I'm sorry you got sort of roped into this.
That's her car.
That's her car?
Yeah.
Is it the same girl?
Can't see.
See the hair.
I see hair, but
Blonde hair, long blonde hair. Is she gonna get out?
I'll go talk.
Oh, you wanna go talk?
Yeah,
Okay,
'cause
go
she's
ahead.
not coming.
This is weird.
All right, here she comes. Here she comes. Huh? It's her?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Neve.
How are y'all?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Marissa.
Right, but I
Yeah.
think we sort of established that might not be your name.
Yeah. I'm Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yes.
I'm Cammy.
Cammy.
Nice
to
to meet
meet
you.
you.
Joey, you know.
Yes.
It has been you talking to Joey, right? Mostly.
Actually, no. I've never actually talked to Joey, ever. It was never me at all, not one time. She's actually talked to him before, as herself.
As Thea.
Yeah, she was wanting to talk to him again. I was trying to help her out, so I would send her pictures, but not directly to him.
So it has been you talking to Joey
Yeah,
the whole time.
the whole time.
And another time, as you,
As me, yeah.
Thea.
About 6 months ago, me and Joey matched on Bumble.
Do you remember that?
That name sounds familiar.
So why did you decide to use pictures of your cousin?
Okay, so basically, when we matched on Bumble,
Right.
he helped me financially.
As Thea.
I remember her now. She needed to get home. She needed like get a taxi.
Okay.
So I sent her like, for guys like $200.
$200 for a taxi?
Well, she said it was really far.
And you didn't need money to get home.
But it wasn't like for that exact reason, no.
What was it for?
It was actually for like my school, like money for school.
And then did you guys keep talking?
No, I think he blocked me.
I just kind of felt like maybe there was a chance she was using me for money. And so I was
think you
kind
were
of like,
right about that.
Is that really what you were doing?
So you ask lots of guys on Bumble for money.
No, it was
Well,
just like a one-time thing with just.
Nah, I don't believe that. I mean, if you met him and immediately asked him for money, my guess is you're pretty comfortable doing that. Respectfully, you're a liar.
In fact, you did it the other day almost with Steve that hit you up on Snapchat. That was us. You're preying on people's emotions. Tiffany, are you aware of why we're here other than the fact that Thea was obviously using pictures of you to talk to him?
I knew that, and so she basically was wanting me to cover for her at first, and then...
But you didn't know anything about the money being sent?
That's not good at all. I did not know it was to that extent or anything. I thought it was more just talking to a guy.
Well, you probably didn't know that over the course of their relationship, he sent her almost $2,000.
No, none of that.
For her 3-year-old daughter that she apparently had with her dead husband.
No. No.
You very comfortably made up a entire life filled with trauma. That's a lot of lies.
What were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking.
But you were, because every day you were asking for more and more money.
Because he kept saying yes. It wasn't like he was saying no, so I was like, oh, I'll just keep asking because he keeps saying yes.
I'm not feeling the remorse that I would think that I would feel.
I'm just really nervous.
Ain't even, Cammy. My name is Leanna. I'm 19 years old, and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I went on Tinder and started searching for the one. I was 19, she's searching for the one. I was really blinded by love once I saw this attractive military pilot named Jordan. He was the exact type of man I was looking for. He was successful and sweet. He made me feel special, like a princess on cloud 9. Horses and carriage type of feels.
Oh.
Don't have a ton of experience with dating, and Jordan became my first real boyfriend. He was based in California, but is from Vegas, so we were waiting until he was on leave to meet. We were a couple, so I helped him out financially and was happy to do it because I thought he loved me. But when I told my friends about him, they thought he sounded really shady. I thought they were being paranoid at first, but then I did some digging online.
Oh, no.
My heart literally broke at what I found. He had been using fake photos. I confronted him, and he admitted it. I was glad he was finally being honest, but then he did something really painful. Now, I don't know what to do. I just want to find out who this person is and find this man who broke my heart. Thank you, Leanna.
There's somebody sitting over there. You see him?
Like he's ready.
Who is that?
All right, why don't we go talk to this kid and see if he's who we think he is. Hey man, are you...
Oh my God. So you're in the... I'm sorry.
Are you who I was texting with?
Yeah.
So Jordan, or what's your name?
Demar.
Demari, the cousin.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Cammy.
This is Cammy.
What was it?
Demari.
Demari.
Yeah, like the guy said.
Yeah.
This is the guy that you met and gave money to, right? Okay, obviously you know this is Leanna. And as I'm sure you can imagine, she's very upset. I am very curious as to your side of the story. So you are the only person that Leanna ever talked to, right? It was you on the Tinder profile, you on the phone, and you in person.
Yep.
Right, so there was never a cousin.
No.
You were the cousin.
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
20.
20, okay. And did you start talking to Leanna with the intention of trying to get money from her?
Yes.
Okay, so it was never that you were on Tinder actually trying to meet someone?
No.
So I'm gonna guess that there are other people you talked to as the fake Jordan guy.
Mhm.
And have you received money from any of those people?
No.
Why not?
So I was scared to do it in the first place, so. But she was so easy to get, so I started asking her.
So do you still talk to girls as Jordan?
No.
Do you still have the Tinder profile?
No.
No. Why did you stop using it?
Because, like, this situation scared me.
You mean after she found out and was upset and threatened you, at which point you sort of threatened her?
Yep. I was scared because she brung up the police in it, so that's why I was scared.
You can't blame her for being upset and feeling like she got robbed. I mean, I know initially that she was just sending you little bits of money, but like when you add it all up, plus the cash, like It's thousands of dollars. What were you doing with that money?
Just buying anything I wanted every day.
Is that because you don't have a job? Or did you not have a job at the time?
I didn't have a job at the time.
You don't have a job. I'm tired of being cute and classy. You have no remorse. You are a bum. You're a bum. I'm sorry. You're a bum. You're a bum. You don't have a job, so get a job. Do you even know what hard work means? I worked hard for that.
So what have you been doing since she stopped sending you money? Have you been working since?
Yeah.
Had it ever occurred to you that maybe you should start saving up some money to potentially try to pay her back?
I wanted to do it all at one time.
$5,000 all at once? We know that's not true. Like, let's not even bull. What'd you buy with the money?
Just stuff I wanted.
Like what?
Like everyday things you need or you want. Whatever I wanted, I would just buy.
Whatever you buy, you're going to give it back.
Oh.
Why not use your own pictures if you're still showing up as yourself at the end of the day to pick up money from her?
I didn't think it was gonna go this far and me being caught and all that.
But if you're sitting on the phone with somebody for hours at a time and talking about hanging out with them, don't you think that they're gonna wanna meet you?
Yeah, it was wrong.
Have you had a girlfriend in the past? Have you do you date?
Yeah, I got my girlfriend.
So you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Wait, did you have a girlfriend this whole time?
Yeah.
Does she know what the you're doing?
No.
How much of that money did you spend on her?
None.
None?
Really? Why not?
None.
You never bought her anything?
No.
I'm trying to figure out how you're on the phone with her for hours if you got a girlfriend.
But you guys have been together a while.
How long?
Like about a year.
What do you think she's gonna say when she finds out about this?
Not gonna be good.
Right. You did have a relationship with her. I mean, did you ever feel anything towards her?
Nothing? No. You felt enough to ask her for nudes, though.
You're right.
I wonder how your girlfriend would feel about that. So, let's talk about it.
What about it?
You asked her for pictures. What was that for if you didn't have any feelings for her about her?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
But you did then diabolically threaten to use those nudes.
Well, I deleted it.
You deleted the pictures?
Yeah, I know it was wrong, but in the moment, it was just in the moment.
Well, the moment's up. You had your moment. You got a lot out of it, so hope you're enjoying that. PlayStation, did you get it?
You're going to sell that PlayStation, or you're going to give it to me. You're going to give it to me.
You say you wanted to pay her back. Are you prepared to make some sacrifices now and actually try to make this right?
I don't have the PlayStation anymore.
What happened to it?
It broke.
It broke? How does a PlayStation break?
I dropped it.
Yeah, right.
I can't tell if you're genuinely just a piece of or if you actually feel bad and that's why you came here and you're like, got your tail tucked behind your ass. Like it's unclear. So which one is it?
I don't show my feelings in public. I'd rather just do that inside.
So what are your feelings? If you could express it, what is it that you feel right now?
Remorseful.
I didn't hear you apologize.
I apologize. It was up. It was wrong. I shouldn't have did it. And I understand why you're mad.
It doesn't feel like a genuine apology if you know you didn't offer like nothing in return.
Who exactly is my girlfriend?
If you have to ask.
Hey, Neve and Cammy. My name is Anthony, but everyone calls me Shy. I'm 25, live in Philadelphia, and I'm a homebody and an introvert. I use dating apps to meet girls, and last October, I matched with Tatiana on Tinder. She lived in my area, was 19, and gorgeous. Eventually, we moved our conversation to Instagram, but that's when things went a little sideways. The Instagram said her name was Mira, that she was 21, and the photo was of a totally different girl. Mira explained that she just didn't want everyone in the neighborhood to know she was on Tinder. Guess that's something that people do.
No.
No?
No.
All right, we kept talking, and she became my girlfriend. Mira lives close to me, but I can't get her to meet. When I told my sister what was going on, she played me an episode of Catfish. So I'm writing to see if you'll help me. Thank you for your consideration. Shy. Good. I feel like I hear something. Did you hear something? Oh.
One moment, all right?
Oh, sure. What? Pretty young woman, nice smile. Sounds like the girl from the phone call. I think this might be Imanii. I said one moment.
What are we waiting for?
Hi.
Hi.
And you must be Mira.
Yeah.
You know her?
No. Nice to meet you. A moment ago, was that your friend Imanii?
That's Imanii. Yeah.
Come on down.
Hi, I'm Cammy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And this, as you know, is Shy. Do you guys know each other?
No.
Okay.
I'm not the person in the picture, obviously.
Okay. Just to be clear, you've been the one talking to Shy.
Yeah, but my name is not Mira.
Okay, what is your name?
My name's Shiona.
Shiona.
I'm from Philly.
Okay. So is this Imani's house then?
Yeah.
We live in the same city. Meeting you in person, you still look good.
Right.
You could have just sent me a regular photo of you and I'd have said...
It was like, I didn't want to give my real identity because I just was scared of how it would be like in person. I wanted somebody, you know, tall enough for me, and well, I didn't know how it was gonna be in person, but I don't think you're tall enough for me.
What?
I mean, you could have asked my height. Let's say if I wasn't,
yeah,
you could
if
have
you're
asked my
looking
height
for
something.
tall guys.
Like, you could have just told me that. Like, this all could have been avoided if you'd have just, listen, I want a tall guy. Hey, I'm 6 foot. Instead of, you know, pursuing and me building feelings and, you know, growing an attachment to somebody who doesn't like me because I'm not tall. Like, I didn't choose to come out not tall.
You seem annoyed with him because he's not as tall as you'd like him to be.
Right.
But that was never part of your discussion, and you knew what he looked like. You're also not the person you showed pictures of. So it makes sense that he's confused right now. He's just trying to figure out if the last 6 months meant anything to you, or if it was all just some joke.
First off, I wasn't the one that matched you. It was Imanii.
So tell Imanii to come on outside, please.
Imanii!
So I've been texting the wrong girl.
Hi.
Help us understand what happened.
Okay, well, I was the one who started the Tinder page.
Okay.
Initially.
Why make a fake Tinder profile?
I was just for, it was for entertainment, really. And then when I stopped texting him, she started, and it was like she kind of felt like, had interest in him. She seen what he was saying, and yeah.
You wanted to keep talking to him and then made the fake Instagram, or you already had a fake Instagram?
I already had an Insta, like I already had a Finsta page, and she was like, he's cool and stuff like that.
But after she established the connection with the fake profile, if you wanted to keep talking to him, why didn't you just say, hey, you know, that was my friend, she was doing some dumb but this is really me, because like, you're beautiful.
I didn't want him to go around saying that I'm on Tinder and I'm on...
What? Who cares?
I mean, like, we live in the same city, but it's like, I was insecure.
Okay.
So, like, what do you have to say? Like, why are you just standing here?
I just want to know if the last, 5 months, 6 months we've been texting, it's been fake or real. Because for me, it's been real. 5 months of my time, you know, for nothing. So, like, that's...
How is that
like,
funny?
That's the issue.
I can't do this no more.
Do what? Tell the truth? What?
Well,
Imanii, go get your friend. Go ahead.
This is ridiculous. I want to punch the wall right now.
She's
I'm
annoyed
confused.
with you. Did you lie and say you were taller?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I think she's being defensive and just like trying to make it your problem instead of acknowledging what she's done. Welcome back.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little nervous, but it was really me talking to you and texting you every day. And I really appreciate how you was texting me. You're a nice person, you are.
but I don't know you like that. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say.
You don't think that the connection that you guys had meant anything?
I don't think it meant anything to me. It just went too far. Like, I'm sorry, but...
This isn't funny.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did try to stop texting him, but he blew my phone up. What can I say?
Because he
I
thought you
texted
were
him
his
back.
girlfriend. That's why. He thought you were his girlfriend. And you were calling him your boyfriend. Like, if you weren't into him, then you could have stopped doing that, but you didn't. And I don't know what's so funny. You just admitted that you liked talking to him.
I do enjoy texting him, but I don't think the feelings are real. I don't know what to say. Like, I apologize to him. But at the end of the day, we was in a fake relationship. It wasn't real.
Hang in there, buddy.
Wasted 6 months with somebody that was a joke.
It's nothing with you.
This is Ashanti.
Ashanti.
Okay. You know Shatara,
Yes, I do.
obviously. I'm curious, how old are you?
18.
So you're a little younger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like, what?
A couple years younger, 4.
Couple years,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Why? Why what?
Why do all of this?
I tried to break it off. I tried to reveal myself to you plenty of times.
Not once did you ever say, I'm lying to you.
Because I didn't know how to say it.
I opened the window plenty of
Plenty of times, but it's not something I can just like automatically get out and tell you.
I opened the door when we had the
you opened the door.
conversation
You opened the
about
door.
catfish.
You opened the door.
What did you say?
I said, what did I say? I said,
I'm not
because
catfish.
that's my way of telling it. It meant I couldn't lie to you. Even though I was lying, I wasn't able to like fully come out to you, even though you opened the door, you so-called said. Like, I didn't think it would be a big of a deal. I kind of thought that you knew, but I didn't really.
How am I supposed to know?
I just assumed that you did.
How?
After I broke it off, what is it? Like,
Well,
like when I broke
even
up
if
in September.
even if you assumed that she knew you weren't being totally honest,
Uh-huh.
which she was suspicious of course, at times.
Yeah, I know she was suspicious.
There's no way for her to have known who you actually were. So the only way she would have known that is if you had said, like, look, I want to talk to you.
When the only thing you had to do was say and be honest with me up front. I am not who I say I am. I am not 22. I am 18.
Okay.
Like, this that you doing is a dangerous game. Like, real
I
talk.
understand. I don't do it anymore. You're the last one. I'm telling you, like, I promise I put that on everything.
No, I'm gonna chalk all this up to the fact that you're 18.
When did you
No,
turn
it's
18?
I turned 18 October.
Just turned 18.
Just turned.
Yep, just turned 18 in October.
So this is weeks of recently turned 18?
Yep.
You have some serious growing up and maturing to do because this whole was all up.
I got a lot of things to learn.
I think it's for
Just
anybody.
turned 18.
Duh, we just established
Just
that like a
turned-
couple minutes ago.
I'm not talking to you. I'm having a conversation with myself.
With yourself.
Dismiss.
Bitch, don't do that to me.
Dismiss. Did she
Whoa,
just call me a
whoa,
bitch?
I'm done. Like, I'm done.
Did
You
she
can-
just
you
call
can
me a
just go.
bitch?
You can just go.
Oh,
I'm done.
Did she just call me a bitch?
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
Neve.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian.
Hi.
This is Jen.
Hi.
And we brought her from Iowa, just like I said we would. It comes as a bit of a shock, I think, for Jen and also us, is that you're not the guy that we saw in the pictures, and your name's also not Skyler.
Yeah, I basically pretended to be Skyler because I never wanted it to reach that point where she would know who I am.
So let me just get this straight. So do you have true feelings for Jennifer?
I don't have any like emotional feelings towards her. I would never be able to have like a romantic relationship with her.
Then why the are we here?
Well, she's actually not the only girl I spoke to. And felt like out of all the girls, this is like the perfect time. This is the perfect girl to finally come clean to and end like Skyler.
What are you ever hoping to gain from all of these half-true friendships that you have online? What's the point?
I wanted to like brush up my game, and it's just something I do.
You understand this all makes you look like a huge right?
Yeah.
Because I don't really give a that you wanted to come clean and set the story straight for all the other girls that you're being a to. Why did I bring this awesome, amazing girl from Iowa so that you could clear your conscience?
Because I feel like it's good for her to finally know the truth. And
You could have told her that on the phone, though, right?
yeah, but in a way, I wanted to end Skyler, and I feel like by telling Jen who I am, like that ends Skyler.
Right, but that's all about you. That's you taking care of your business and not really caring about how that's affecting someone else. It's kind of selfish.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't really care anymore.
So you're literally fishing and hooking girls and then just kind of tossing them back into the ocean with scars.
I would stop speaking to them.
But are you sorry? Or do you feel like you kind of didn't do anything wrong here?
I don't know if I'm sorry, but it is what it is. And I was giving her like a gift of being in that relationship.
You were giving her a gift?
Yeah, I mean, she was happy, and I know I was leading her on, but I knew it would never be permanent.
How do we know this is like truly over? Because you don't really seem to give a.
It's not fun anymore at this point to have something going just to know that it's going to come to an end. For me, as bad as like something like this is.
There's something really just odd and off about the way you're talking about everything. Yeah. It's not that you're overcome with guilt by the sheer pain and embarrassment that you're causing these girls. It's about the fact that, oh, you don't want to just get into a relationship that you know you're going to have to end. None of it had to do with I'm hurting a lot of people, and that makes me feel terrible inside.
I thought that was because it's obvious that I'm hurting these people, and I know that.
Well, it's obvious that you're hurting these people, but it's not.
What's not obvious is that you care about that.
Honestly, I don't think you even have feelings. That's how I feel.
I think that's how we all feel.
I do.
I don't believe in anything you have to say. I really don't.
Right, which leads me to my next thing, which is there's only one way to tell if you're sorry, and that's by stopping.
You're right. You're 100% right.
Prove me right.
Okay.
All right, so we'll just be in touch and let you know about maybe meeting back up.
Thanks, guys.
All right, see you later.
Miss you all.
Wait, what'd you say at the end? Miss you all?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? That just sounded like a joke. Like, did you really say miss you all? Like a playful, like, was that a playful remark? Did you just completely forget everything we just said to you about you, like, appearing like a total dead, and then as we're leaving, you make like a jestful remark? Miss you all?
No.
Dude, like, you really seem like a huge head.
Yeah.
So think about that.
Working on it.
That's
Thank you. Whew. All right. Nailed it.
Hey bro, how's it going? My name's Kelsey. I'm Adam the Gambler.
Oh, wow. So what's your end game here?
Just to have fun with you, man. That was it. You know, it was a game. It's over now.
So this is all just fun and games?
Yeah, really it is, yeah.
Is there something else more meaningful that you think you proved with this?
No, there's no deeper meaning to any of this.
Whose pictures are you using?
Actually, a girl I know from high school.
Do you have a job? Are you in school?
Yeah, this is like my job right now. I'll go here, I time the jackpot, so I'll just do whatever I want on my phone, time the jackpot, win about 60 bucks for the night, go home.
How do you know you're gonna win the jackpot?
I have an algorithm, you see. I count the number of people in here, right? And then I have like all the times on my phone. I can even show you that. I have all the times that they've ever gone off.
He's rigged.
Right. Yeah. In between jackpots, there's like a transition period where you're waiting for the thing. So I'd log in here, pretend to be Kelsey, talk to him a while. It was just something to do to pass the time.
Did you create that psychology group to lure people in to then, like, mess with them and carry on fake relationships with?
You know, I took advantage of the fact that I had this group up. Yeah, no, let's add this other account of mine in there and let's see who we can mess with, you know?
How many people do you think you've catfished?
I would say about maybe 30, 40, around there. It's just interesting to me and fun.
Is your relationship with Ellie something that you even care about?
Or are you just using her?
Oh no, I care about Ellie. You know, she's my girlfriend. It's not a cover-up or anything like that. I have genuine feelings for her.
I've talked to Ellie before. Sweet girl, amazing girl. What in the world makes you think you're getting anywhere with that?
I can justify anything. I can justify anything.
So how'd you like my pic?
Yeah, that was, it's interesting. Thank you for sending it to me. I really want that on my computer.
You yourself off to this.
No, I deleted it quickly after.
Did you just wake up this morning and say, you know what, I want to play a bad guy on TV. I just want to be the worst version of myself that I can be. Is that what you decided?
Yeah, that was what
I mean, is this really who you are right now?
This is really who I am. I'm the Joker.
I mean, this is the kind of loser that gives our show a bad name. I mean, are we really sitting here giving him any airtime?
I'm the king of catfishes, right?
No, you're not.
I am. I am the king catfish.
You're really not.
I am.
I'm done here. I'm done. I'm done.
It's just a big waste. That's all.
I mean, I kind of, expected this as a scenario here, something like this, that it's some kind of internet troll of some sort. You live and you learn, and you won't make the same mistake twice.
Is that the reaction you were hoping for?
No, it's not actually. I was really hoping that you'd get really angry. I wanted to boil you, but it didn't seem to happen that way. It's too bad.
I can understand you think you're this sort of mastermind.
Right.
But it's gonna be a long and boring and sort of meaningless life.
I have a good, a good job, a good life. I'm happy with myself.
Fine.
I can say that. I can manipulate this fool right here and say that I'm happy with myself.
Pitiful, man. It's pitiful.
Okay, obviously you understand why we're here. You admitted that you created this profile. So we were hoping to hear a little bit more about that.
I was bored with my life, so I wanted to be someone else.
Right.
Like the whole Jaclyn Lincoln thing was like Miley Hannah, Tracy by day. On the internet, I was Jaclyn by night.
Is that Hannah Montana? Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's how I did everything. Like I come home from school, bang, I'm Jaclyn, not Tracy anymore.
How old were you when you started doing that?
I was 14 in middle school.
So now you're about 20.
20 today.
20 today, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right, your birthday.
What could you do as Jaclyn that you couldn't do as Tracy?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. As Jaclyn, I could talk to anyone I wanted and bully people and stuff. It all comes back to when people bully me. So I have to bully other people to get revenge.
But why take out what people do to you on other people who didn't do anything to you?
Because they bullied me too. People, they're like, you're fake, you're fake.
But you were fake.
But they didn't know that.
A lot of people don't like Felicia because they associate her with your profile.
I really don't like Felicia. I think she deserves it. She thinks she's a model and she thinks she's all that. I'm still mad at her. Jaclyn was popular. She had all that popularity and Felicia ruined it. That's why I don't really like her.
Should I apologize for ruining that?
Yeah.
Because I'm sincerely sorry.
Jaclyn was like a real person. Well, she wasn't a real person. I was the real person.
Do you take drugs?
I'm not on drugs. I never took a drug in my life. I'm just naturally happy and hyper.
Just out of curiosity, I was wondering why you seem so proud of this.
Because, I created Jaclyn Lincoln, and I'm proud of creating her. I'm proud of it. It really helped me. When I got to bully people online, I felt so tough.
Look, this is relatively pointless, what's going on right here.
Am I done with her?
Yeah, I mean, we're done for now. We're all done for now.
Good. Yeah. Felicia, are you gonna say happy birthday? That was so much fun.
Hello.
Hi, we're looking for Cassandra.
Yeah, it's her. How did you get my address?
Really wasn't that hard, actually.
Okay.
So,
It's
you're Zoe.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, you know,
Yeah.
hi, I'm Craig, and
Fully aware.
this is my sister,
Yeah.
Mariah.
I imagine you know why we're here. You've been pretending to be this girl Zoe online now for quite some time, and we were hoping to see if you had an explanation or some excuse or anything you wanted to say.
I don't got no excuse.
What was your purpose? Like, why?
It was just a joke, and it just got out of hand. So.
But what you done? Like, you know how many times I
listen,
contemplate in my mind, like, am I crazy?
You don't have to sit there and tell me what I've done because I'm fully aware of what I've done.
But why? And what'd you get from it?
It was just a game, a joke. Put people on blast, basically.
Put people on blast. To get revenge on them, or?
I want to say revenge, just mess with people.
Look, we just spent the last 3 days talking to people whose relationships and lives you've ruined.
Like a whole community, a whole...
Yeah, I know.
My life,
too.
too.
Yours too.
You made me lose trust with people. You made me break up relationships that I had with some of my closest friends. Even you, I thought, was a close friend of mine at the time.
I'll just keep it real with you about your friends. I really didn't feel bad.
But none of those people did anything to you, right?
No, not really.
You know, you stabbed me in the heart plenty of times. You know, playing me, lying to me, and I still stood by your side.
Yeah. No
You've done some nasty like why?
Yes,
like,
I know I
well,
have,
there is an
but-
explanation for it somewhere.
Okay.
What is like?
I truthfully just did it. I don't. It just got in hand. I did it for fun. I'm not gonna lie.
So
like
pretty much it got
I
you
made
off.
some.
Did you have feelings for Craig?
No.
Remy?
Yeah.
I'm Neve.
I'm Elle.
How you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
And this is Angel. Is your real name Remy?
No, it's not my real name.
What is your name?
I don't want to say it.
You're really not going to tell us your name?
Nah.
Should we just call you Remy then, I
Yeah,
guess?
you call me Remy.
You guys already know each other?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. How much of the story that you told her was true?
I mean, really everything except for who I am.
So your girlfriend is a real person?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend for real.
And then why are you messing with people on Plenty of Fish? I don't get it.
It wasn't for a relationship. It was more like it was a joke to me. And I made a count to see how long it'll take somebody to figure out that it was fake.
That's a weird hobby.
It was just something doing in my downtown.
So I imagine you talked to lots of people.
Nah, it was just her. She was the first one to reply.
I mean, you guys talked all the time. There had to be something real in that.
Nah, it wasn't.
Obviously, if you have a girlfriend, you're not going to come on TV and say that you had feelings for her. But, like, I think it's very clear, based on the fact that you were talking as much as you were, that you guys had a relationship. You can tell me whatever you want, but, like, you can't pretend for the 3 months that you guys were talking, it never meant something to you.
It really didn't.
Yeah, I've heard you say that already, but I don't believe it.
I basically talk to you like I talk to my best friend. And I'm telling you things that nobody else knows. Like, I go through enough. And then for someone to just sit here and tell me that it's a game to you and it's not funny.
I also don't believe that you have no feelings towards her. No offense, you may be a good liar, but I don't think you're that great of an actor. Something is real. I can see you kind of squirming. I know you feel bad.
I feel bad a little bit, but not enough for me to sit here and like apologize and tell her I'm wrong for everything I did.
So you wouldn't apologize for that?
No, I don't.
Really? Don't you think it's pretty up to be like, I want to help you take care of your baby? I want to be there?
I never took it as like we're in like a committed relationship.
she just wasn't catching on quick enough.
Right, but if the game was to mess with people, you would have just moved on.
Nah, it was interesting to see her come around the house and like not find me. Like I'd be sitting inside a car somewhere else.
Where'd you get the D. Jackson profile from?
Found it on Facebook.
You just found some random person?
Yeah.
Sent her the kid's real profile with a different name, a different Snapchat. He lives in Chicago. I mean, like, that's a first.
That's daring. You sent her the real profile.
I don't know. I didn't take it serious. Like, I thought it was funny.
What made you change your mind about coming and meeting up today?
I mean, who would want to be on TV? Once in a lifetime.
Okay. I think that's it. That your part of this story, I think, is over.
All right.
Hello.
Hi.
Alicia. Sorry.
Yeah.
Came here, obviously, to introduce you to Leah. You guys know each other, clearly.
You don't have anything to say?
I had to say, girl, if I wanted to meet you, we stay in the same city. I would have made that happen.
So you didn't want to meet me? No, I don't. What's this I hear about you have a boyfriend?
And?
Is it true?
And what? Yeah, it's true. And what?
So what about us?
It's nothing with you.
What you mean it's nothing?
Oh my God.
I didn't send you money. I didn't bought you a phone.
And? It was a lie. What?
Like, you embarrassed me.
You embarrassed yourself by doing all this.
You could have been told me this. Like, I talk to you every day. You couldn't tell me. So
I didn't want to hurt your
do.
feelings. I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
But it's okay to hurt them now.
You wanted this, so you got it.
What did you want?
I guess I got what I wanted.
And what was that?
Whatever you gave me.
I need all that back. What about your job?
You was my job.
It's not that you might have feelings.
Do you know you ruined my life?
Girl, whatever.
You ain't even got a job. Like, you're not even worth my time.
Whatever.
Like,
Okay, then.
do you know
so
how
why
much of
you
my time
here?
you
If
wasted?
I'm not worth your time, why are you here? Why y'all here then?
Obviously, I thought you loved me.
Well, you thought wrong.